guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I am going to be doing a full drugstore makeup tutorial. Everything is from the actual drugstore, like not just affordable makeup. This is actual drugstore makeup that you can pick up at your local Rite Aid, Walgreens, Walmart, grocery store, wherever you get drugstore makeup. What inspired this tutorial is this new eyeshadow palette from Milani. This is the Bold Obsessions palette, and you guys, it's so good. I can't wait for you guys to see how it performs on the eyes. I am super happy with it, and I have a tip for how you can get this for a little bit of a cheaper price. So make sure that you watch through the video because this actually retails for like $20, which I know is a little bit pricey for drugstore. I hope that you guys enjoy the video. As you're watching, if you do, make sure to give the video a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, and hit that notification bell if you want to be notified when I upload. Now let's get right on into the tutorial. Today we're going to start with the eyes. I'm using a new drugstore eyeshadow palette that I'm really excited about, but because it's new and I haven't played with it yet, I don't know if there's fallout or anything like that, and I don't want it falling down onto my face. So I like to kind of see the structure of my brows before I do my eyes. So I'm going to first fill them in. I have a brand new L'Oreal Brow Stylist Definer, and I have the shade Dark Brunette. So I just like to take the spoolie through all of the hairs and do my eyebrows. Before we go right into eyeshadow, I want to just put some concealer or eyeshadow primer, whatever you want to call it, on my lids. I'm using a concealer, and I like to use the Maybelline Instant Age Rewind when I'm doing a drugstore look. This is my favorite drugstore concealer by far. And then I'm just using my sponge. He never fails to interrupt one of my videos. Okay, so our eyes are primed. I am going to be zooming you guys in, but first I just want to be able to show you the eyeshadow palette, and I am so excited for this. I talked about this palette in my anti-haul / new products that I want to get, and so I have the new Milani Bold Obsessions eyeshadow palette. This is the outer container. The packaging is so nice. I'm so disappointed though. I have to be so careful. Like 4 or 5 of these eyeshadow pans just fell out. So like right now they're good because I glued them back in with eyelash glue. But just be careful if you do get this palette that maybe some of these eyeshadow like pans might kind of fall out. But how gorgeous is this? Like look at this middle copper shade. It's absolutely stunning. And I will zoom you guys in now so that you can really see up close the eye tutorial. Okay, so the first shade we are going to go in with, and I am so happy that this palette has this shade. I'm going to set my whole eyelid and crease with this very light shade. A lot of drugstore eyeshadow palettes or anything like that don't have a good setting shade, like a just plain cream shade. Also, I couldn't believe this, but on Milani's website and I think on Ulta and everything, this palette retails for $20. But I was in Walmart. I had to pick up a new SD card for my camera, and I kind of went in the makeup section, of course. This palette is only like $14 or $15 there, so you save around $5 on this palette. So if you really are interested in it, I would suggest getting it at Walmart. Next, we're going to go in with this nice transition shade. It's a warm transition shade matte, and I'm going to, whoa, that is really pigmented. Oh, this brush seems a little bit dirty. Let's not use that. I'm going to use this brush from Delium. Just feeling this palette and looking at the shades and how pigmented they are, I'm so happy that this is available at the drugstore. I've been saying how I want to find some good eyeshadow palettes at the drugstore that are easily accessible. I'm really torn because I kind of want to just like go with where my heart is, which is with these warm like golden shades, but I also really like this shade here. Maybe I'll just swatch it for you so you can at least see. It's like a silvery taupey shimmer shade. I really just am drawn to this gold shade, so I think I'm gonna use that. But first, let's deepen up the crease a little bit. I'm gonna go in with a little bit more of a definer brush and make sure that this is in the really like the hollow crease, not up further. Again, we don't want to go too high, so I'm just sticking really low here, making sure that the last shade we used is still visible above where I'm placing this. I'm using this brush from Real Techniques. It's like a domed flat brush. It comes in a duo with another eyeshadow brush. Really, really nice. I'm also gonna take some of this brown shade right here on the outer portion of my lid. These look like the Stila or the Tarte palettes. I mean, this is absolutely gorgeous. Even the packaging is so nice. Sorry, my fingerprints are all over it, but I just wish that the eyeshadow little pans didn't pop out, because now I'm a little bit worried to like travel with it if I wanted to bring this if I was going anywhere. I might try and get like a better glue and just make sure that they're all glued down. Really nice. I'm gonna go back in with the orangey transition shade just to warm it back up again and blend the edges here. Whoa, I'm always just like, every time I go in, especially with this transition shade, I'm shocked by the amount of pigment. It's so, so nice. I've never used a drugstore palette that's worked this well. Okay, now for the fun part, we're gonna go all over the lid with this golden shade, and I'm just gonna use my finger. Oh, I'm so excited for that. We're just gonna pop that right on. Oh, wow. Wow. I mean, this is literally, there is fallout with this shade, be forewarned, but the intensity of that, this is as good as some of my high-end palettes. Let's see if we can intensify it any more with a brush and some setting spray. Just like a flat brush like this. Synthetic hair is normally better. Spray it. See? Oh, this is like a, do you see this? It's like a foiled eyeshadow. So intensely metallic. That is insane. I highly recommend this. This is working like a high-end eyeshadow. Okay, I'm just gonna go back in the crease and make sure that that line there is softly blended. There is fallout. I'm not someone that minds fallout as long as I did do my makeup in the right order, so I'm really glad I didn't do my foundation first, because there definitely is fallout. But that is it for the eyes. I'm gonna get rid of this fallout and then do a little bit of liquid eyeliner, and I'm gonna use the Wet n Wild Mega Liner. This is the best black liquid liner I can find at the drugstore. It's not my favorite, but since this is a drugstore look, I wanted to use the one that I like the best. So we're gonna, oh my gosh. My Marc Jacobs. Mark! No! Okay. What just happened? This just came out. This is a bad day for makeup staying in their spot. Oh my gosh. Let's see. Can I put this back together? Nope. Nope. That one's gone. We lost one. Really, it would be the goal to be able to get through a makeup tutorial and not drop something. Okay, let's do our winged liner. I normally like to start out here, get my fingers and my hand warmed up on the lash line, and then once I feel steady, I go out. Straight. And then I take it right from here and go in. And then if I feel like I need to, which I normally do because I'm not an eyeliner expert, I like to go back in the crease area with my dark shade. So this brown shade, and just get right in here and make sure that that just looks, it just makes the wing look a little bit more seamless. Next is lashes, and I'm going to use this L'Oreal Voluminous Lash Paradise mascara. This was all the rage probably 6 months ago, and I still really like it. It's my favorite drugstore mascara. So I'm just going to coat my lashes, and then we will apply some falsies. I found some super affordable false lashes when I was at Walmart, and I'm excited to try them. Hopefully I like them because lashes can be kind of expensive. Okay, for lashes, I got these Salon Perfect 615 lash. These are just like the Ardell 600 lash that I love, that I like to cut in half. So I will do that today as well. Yeah, I think I want to cut them in half. I think the full strip would just be a little bit too much. So I will cut them like right about here and then just put them on the outer corner. I am using the Kiss Strip Lash Adhesive. This stuff is really intense, so just be careful if you do get this and go to remove it. You have to really soak your eyelashes in warm water or something, but I like it because it doesn't irritate my eyes. The Duo Glue was starting to really irritate my eyes, and I don't know if it's because this one's latex free. I didn't think I had a latex allergy, but right on the outer corner, like so. I'm gonna pop the other one on, throw some mascara over them, and then we'll finish off the rest of the face. So the first thing I'm going to do on the face is apply some primer, and the drugstore primer that I'm going to use today is this Maybelline Master Prime Blur and Illuminating Primer. This is definitely probably my favorite drugstore primer. I love the luminosity it gives, and it's very hydrating, which I need. For foundation, I'm going to use the L'Oreal Pro Glow foundation. I use the shade 205 Natural Beige when I am a little bit more tan. And this, again, is probably my favorite drugstore foundation. It gives me a good amount of coverage. I would say like medium. And I just love how it makes my skin look. It's super glowy. It doesn't settle into my fine lines. It's pretty long lasting. I would say, you know, I never have an issue with it lasting me all day. And this is a really good color match for me. So all in all, really nice drugstore foundation. As I said, my favorite drugstore concealer to use is the Maybelline Instant Age Rewind. I use the neutralizer shade, which is like the yellowy toned one. They do have light, medium, all of that, but I just like this yellowy one. Now why won't this twist? I am having major packaging issues today. You just like twist it, but sometimes there we go. So yeah, I like to put this all underneath my eyes, a little bit on the cheek area to further conceal, down the center of the nose, forehead, and chin. The sponge I'm using is an AOA sponge from Shop Miss A, but this is just a $1 sponge that has quickly become my favorite makeup sponge. So I will also link this down below if you're interested. Now to set down everything with a powder, I'm going to use the Maybelline Fit Me Loose Powder, and this is in the shade Fair. And I just take some in the cap and use the same exact sponge and just kind of do a little bit of baking. I won't leave it on here for too long, but just a little bit to make sure we don't crease throughout the day. And this gives us a little bit more brightness. As you can see, it is quite a light powder. I'm also going to stamp this down the face where we put the concealer to brighten. And then I also like to use this to do a little bit of a reverse nose contour. So I just slim out the nose by drawing a little line there. For cheek contour, I'm going to use a liquid product. Well, it's not liquid, it's like stick. And this is the Maybelline Fit Me foundation stick. And I use the shade Toffee to contour, and I think you guys have seen me do this recently in a video, but this is really a nice way to do your contour. I find that a lot of drugstore bronzers, like I know the Physicians Formula one is really popular, but it just doesn't work well for me, and this is my favorite drugstore like bronzing type technique for my skin. I do take a little bit, and I have to be careful because I just put powder down, so that's a little dangerous. And then I'll just use my Delium Duo Fiber Face Shading Brush to blend this all out. If you guys have any drugstore like powder bronzer recommendations, I will take them because I've tried the NYX one, I've tried, what else? I know I've tried a few others and I just haven't had any luck. Yeah, that was probably not the best way. I probably should have done this before I set down my eyes and put that powder there. So to fix that, I'm just gonna go back in and leave that there for a second. While that sits there, I'm going to set my brows, and I have this e.l.f. Eyebrow Treat and Tame brow gel. I haven't used this in forever. This side is like a brown actual side, I don't know. And then this is like a little brush, like clear gel stuff. I like the clear side. I like to put that down first because it doesn't actually brush through the hairs, but it does give some good grip. So I do that first, and then I go in with the brown spoolie side. Now I'm going to dust away my under eye setting powder. And I will use whatever is left on my brush just from dusting that to lightly set the rest of the face. Next is blush, and I'm going to use this Makeup Revolution matte blush, and this is in the shade Beloved or Beloved. It doesn't look matte and chalky. It still looks really, really pretty, and you can see how pigmented this is. These blushes are maybe $4 or $5, so really, really nice drugstore blush. Next, I'm going to set my face with a makeup setting spray, and as you guys know, my favorite one to use is the NYX Dewy Finish Setting Spray, so we'll do that, and then we'll be ready for highlight. For highlight today, I am using the Wet n Wild Mega Glow Highlighting Powder in the shade Golden Flower Crown, and I think this is one of their somewhat new shades. This, not until recently, was in my drugstore. When I got my Precious Petals one, I had to get it online, but now these are like actually in the stores, and this is like the more goldy one. I really, really like this, and we'll pop that on the cheeks. And it's just so nice to do this after you've used a setting spray because your face is a little bit wet, and it just really intensifies that glow. Little on the nose, Cupid's bow, little up here because why not, we want to look nice and dewy. And then I'm also going to use this in the inner corners of my eyes. So I have this tiny little pencil brush, and I'll just pop this right in the inner corners and brow bone. Then last step is lips, and what? Do I have no lip product? I didn't pick out my lip product. Hold on, I gotta go pick something. Okay, I picked out this Maybelline Super Stay Matte Ink Lip Stick. Liquid, it's like a liquid lipstick. And this is in the shade Loyalist, which is number 5. I love this shade, and it also lasts a really long time. I would say this is probably one of the best liquid lipsticks you can get at the drugstore. And that is it. This is the finished drugstore makeup tutorial. I hope that you guys enjoyed it. If you did, make sure to give this video a thumbs up. And if you want to become a part of my notification squad, make sure you hit that notification bell next to the subscribe button that I already know you hit, because come on, you gotta subscribe. You already know that. I didn't even have to ask. And I have lipstick on my teeth. Sorry guys, I apologize for that. Anyways guys, again, I hope you enjoyed the video. I love you all, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye!